children, how are you? I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to your clay modeling and pottery class. And I'm your clay modeling ma'am. I hope all of you know me. I'm your Apeksha ma'am. Welcome to your clay modeling session today. And today I have come up with something even more interesting for all of you. I know most of you must have seen it, but even if you have not seen it in real, you must have seen it in books. I'll show you the picture. Very soon I'll share the picture with you. I know you are eager to see the picture. So here is today's surprise for you. What is it? It's a bird's nest. Have you seen a bird's nest in real? A bird's house. Yes, a birds make a nest to live. It's a bird's nest with one mother bird and 4 baby birds. You can also make 1 baby bird. You can make 2 baby birds. You can make more baby birds also. I will teach you how to make the nest first, and then I'll show you how we will make the mama bird and baby birds. Before starting today's session, I would like to give you a small theory about what is this nest about. First of all, for making the nest, we will be making a pinch bowl. We will make a bowl. All of you know what's a bowl? All of you know what's a katori or a bowl? Yes. So first of all, we will make a bowl shape, and then we will make small snakes. I know all of you love making snakes with atta dough or with your play dough or with any kind of clay. I know all of you like making snakes like this. Yes. So first of all, we will make a bowl of clay. Then we will fill it with many snakes. Small, big snakes, so that it looks like a nest, because a nest is made up of straws. Yes, a bird makes its nest with the help of straw and grass. So first we'll make a bowl, then make several snakes inside it, paste the snake with the help of oil, and then on top of that we will make 1 mama bird and 2-3 baby birds. Okay, so shall we start? Like always, we will be starting with preparing our homemade clay. So let me show you what all things you need for preparing your homemade clay. So we need all-purpose flour, that is Maida. We need common salt, any brand, any variety of all-purpose flour and salt, and then we need warm water. We need approximately 1 glass, 3/4 to 1 glass of warm water. Then we need cooking oil, approximately 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. This we need for finishing of clay, for pasting of clay, right? Then for measuring, we need 1 medium-sized katori, 1 medium-sized bowl. This bowl should not be too big, because this we need for measuring, right? And for mixing of clay, we need a big size bowl. Children, you can ask your mama to give you any utensils from your kitchen, because nothing gets dirty while preparing this clay. So don't worry about that. You will be able to clean the utensil, clean the jar, whatever things you are using after the session is over. So now let us start preparing our clay. Let us first measure 1 medium size or 1 small bowl of all-purpose flour. One medium size or small bowl of all-purpose flour. Measure it, transfer it to the big bowl. Okay, you can keep all-purpose flour on the side. Then take salt, measure it in the same bowl. Why I'm saying same bowl? Because the quantity of all-purpose flour and salt has to be absolutely equal. Salt helps in preservation of clay. That's why we take that much quantity of salt. Now, our two dry things are there in the mixing bowl. One is all-purpose flour and one is salt. Please keep mixing both the things with your hand. First, mix both the things with your hand. Once they are nicely mixed, you have to take warm water. I keep warm water in this flask. You need 3/4 glass to 1 glass of warm water in one session for making one dough of clay. Please put little warm water at a time. Like always. So that we don't mess up with the clay. So use little warm water. Children, you are using warm water. So here for small children, I would recommend you can take help from elders for kneading clay because water is warm. Why we are using warm water? As I always tell you, warm water helps in swelling of salt and flour particles. They swell, they gel with each other, and hence a nice dough is formed. So just put little warm water. Have you seen? I have hardly used, actually it's hardly half glass only. I always say take 3/4 glass to 1 glass so that you don't have to run in between. So very little water is required because as soon as we add warm water, maida and salt particles quickly swell and they become soft and gel. Okay, now can you see I'm able to lift the clay in my hand? Yes. Now clean your hands first. Keep the bowl on the side. This bowl was only required for mixing. Now please take some oil. This is oil. This is normal vegetable oil. Just keep 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in front of you for the session. Now take some oil on your palm. Take some oil on your palm. And roll the clay on your palm so that clay has oil all around it. So that clay has oil all around it. The clay will become soft and shiny and neat and clean. Your hands will no longer get dirty with this clay because we have put oil all over the ball. Okay? So our clay is ready. Yes? Now children, like always, you have to spread a newspaper or a sheet on your working table or your working floor. Please spread a newspaper or a sheet so that it doesn't get dirty. And on top of that, you can use a microwave plate or an oven plate. We will directly make our work on this plate and transfer it for baking. Please avoid lifting the work. This is a humble request for all the children. Please avoid lifting the work. After you are done, after you have finished your work, just lift up this plate and keep it in your microwave or your oven for baking purpose. That's why I always recommend you to use such a plate which can be transferred easily for baking purpose. Okay, so I am using an oven plate. Okay, I'm using an oven plate. I will make the nest on top of it. After making, I'll lift up the plate and transfer it to my oven. Okay, now let me start. We are making a bird's nest. First of all, you have to divide this clay into two equal parts. Divide this clay into two equal parts. Okay? These are two equal parts. One part keep on the side. Other part you have to roll it into a ball. Okay? So we have divided our clay into two equal parts. One part keep on the side and other part just roll it into a ball like this. Rolling, 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 rolling. Now children, you will be holding this ball in your hand like this, and now we will be pinching it to form a small bowl. We will make a small bowl like this. Can you see the shape of the bowl? We will make a small bowl like this with the help with this clay ball. Now, the process of making a bowl with your hand is called pinching method. Pinching method. Children, when you wear new clothes or when you wear anything new, your friends pinch you like this? Yes? Your friends pinch you like this. So today we will pinch this clay. How we will pinch this clay? Like this. Okay? So let us start. Let us start pinching our clay. Hold the clay ball in your hand. Hold the clay ball in your hand. Make a hole in the center with your thumb. The ball is in your one hand. The other hand thumb, you have to make a hole in the center like this. A simple hole in the center, children. A simple hole in the center. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to pinch this. You have to pinch this. It's called a pinch bowl. Keep it in front of you. Keep it in front of you on the plate and now pinch it like this. Pinch, see how I'm pinching. One hand I'm used for pinching and the other hand I'm supporting from outside. Children, this method is very important to learn when you are learning clay modeling. This method is called pinching method and you can make any shape. Today we are making a circular bowl. You can make a triangular bowl. You can make a rectangle. You can make a square. You can make a glass type shape. You can make any shape using this. Again, I'm telling you, with one hand you are pinching like this and the other hand you are keeping on the side from outside. Children, if you feel that your clay is too soft, at any point of time, if you feel that the clay is too soft, you can just sprinkle a little bit of all-purpose flour and then roll it again in your hand using some oil. Okay? Because if you are not able to make it stand like this, if you are not able to make it stand like this, it won't look like a bowl. It will become a plate. Keep moving, keep rotating the plate. Never lift this pot. Never lift this pot. I am moving the tray like this, changing the side and pinching it. Again I'm showing it. It is not difficult. It will hardly take a minute. I'm doing it again and again for you so that you understand how I am holding it. Small children, I know this technique, I guess everyone uses this technique. Everyone must have used this technique but doesn't know the name and doesn't know small tips how to do it nicely and with more finishing. But this method, almost all of us know how to make a bowl like this. When we were children, when in our childhood we used to take atta in from the kitchen and just make any pot like this. So this is the same method we are using here. It's just that I'm teaching you step by step so that you can achieve more fineness. You just have to make it little deep like this. Okay? Don't let it fall outside. You have to make it deep like this. Done? So one hand from outside and other hand is used for pinching. Now our small, very small pinch bowl is done. Our very small pinch bowl is done. Now it's time to start. Now it's time to start making the snakes for the nest. Can you see there are so many snakes in the nest? So shall we start making nest now? Making the snakes now. Now, for making snakes, you will be taking little clay. You will be taking little clay, rolling it on the table. Children, remember, don't roll snake in your hand like this. They become thick and thin. They become thick and thin. So, please roll snake like this. This is for always. Whenever we make coils, whenever we make snakes of clay, we roll them on our table. Put oil on your bowl and start putting the snakes just like that. Now this part I'm sure is interesting, and don't worry about the pinch bowl. If you have ended up making a pinch plate also, that's fine. That's fine, children. If you're not able to make a deep bowl, that's fine. Let us start with snakes. Snakes of variable thickness, snakes of various size. Make a small snake and just place it anywhere inside the bowl. Take more clay. Just roll it. Don't press it too hard. Don't press it too hard. The clay is already soft. You just need to roll it like this. You can use both hands. You can use one hand. It breaks like this. It breaks like this when you make snakes. Don't worry. Snakes can be of any size. Children, in pottery language, the snakes are called coils. C-O-I-L-S. So, if I use the term coil, that means you have to make snake. See, you can use both the hands also, or you can just use one hand. If the snake is small, you can use one hand. If the snake is big, you can use both the hands. With this clay, when you make long coils, they break. So don't worry. That's why this exercise is only requires making of small, thin coils. And I know it's easier for children to make small coils. That's why this activity of making coils is taken for you, where you just have to make small irregular coils. Coils need not be equal in size. Coil need not be equal in thickness. You just have to make coils playfully and paste them inside the pinch bowl. See, I'm just placing them. I'm just placing them. Just enjoy this arrangement. Just enjoy this freedom of placing them anywhere. Yes, the size of nest can be any. For if big children are practicing this, you can make a bigger nest also. Here we are making a small nest. The size of my nest is approximately 9 centimeter diameter. The size of my nest is approximately 9 centimeter diameter. You can make a big nest also. But for small children, I would recommend you to stick on small size so that you don't have to make too many snakes for filling it up. If you make a big size, you will be making many snakes and then you may get tired. A small and sweet size is good enough for practicing any work. Again, this work can be done using Play-Doh also. You can use potter's clay also, and you can use this homemade clay also. The stepwise making instructions are same. However, potter's clay and Play-Doh cannot be baked. So you just have to make and break them after taking a picture. Whereas this homemade clay can be baked in your kitchen oven or kitchen microwave. And yes, if you keep them, if you paint them nicely with acrylic colors and oil colors and you keep them in a cool place, they stay for long. Don't keep it outdoors. Don't keep your work, don't let your work get exposed to hot and humid condition. Just keep your work indoor. In rainy season, if the work becomes soft, don't worry, it will be fine when the weather is fine. But yes, adding of proper quantity of salt is important because salt keeps germs away. Salt helps in preservation of clay. That's why we have used that much quantity of salt. If you reduce the quantity, then clay is prone to insects, germs, fungus. So please don't reduce the quantity of clay. Now children, can you see my bird's nest is filled with straws. Actually, a nest is made up of grass and straw only. It's nothing else but grass and straw woven up nicely. So it's just these noodles, it should be visible. Nothing else should be visible. You can make some snakes fall outside also. Some coils can fall outside also. And just fill up the whole space nicely using these clay coils. Okay. So first make a pinch bowl. A pinch katori like this, a small size. The size of my pinch bowl is 9 centimeter diameter approximately. Then make small children. This exercise of making coil is very important for hand and motor skills as well. This is very important, and this improves your concentration also. This improves your hand and body coordination also. So try to do this coil making in your free time. Just take small ball of clay and make these snakes. Maybe you can try making 10 snakes of equal size. That will give you a target also, and then you can make anything out of those snakes. Yes, so do this consciously, enjoy the work, but you should know how you have to use your hand. Use your hand like this, and don't roll it between your two hands. Roll it on a clean surface. Okay, so our nest part is done. Okay, our nest part is done. Now see, we don't need any equipment till now. We have just prepared our clay and we have made this nest. So till now, no tools, no equipments are required. Now what is the next part? Now we have to start with a birdie. We will start with a mama bird. Okay, let's start with the big mama bird. Can you see a mama bird in my hand? It's the same bird which you saw in the picture. Can you see this? Yes? Can you make out what's the shape? Can you make out what's the shape? It's a mama bird. It's a big mama bird. Yes, children? You must be wondering how come the bird in the picture has come in ma'am's hand. Because the picture is also made by ma'am. That nest is also made by ma'am. And this is the same bird. So let us understand how to make a bird. And once you understand making one bird, you can make as many birds as you want. Okay. Now, this will take a little bit understanding. So I will explain you slowly. Let me keep this on the side. Please take this clay. This is the same clay which we divided into two parts. One part we made a pinch bowl. The other part we have been using for making the snakes, and this is the leftover clay. Okay, we have already made the snakes. We know now the nest is complete. Now we will take some clay out of it. We will take some clay out of it. Roll it into a ball. Now let me show you stepwise drawing. Let me show you stepwise drawing. First of all, you will be making a ball. First, you will make a ball of clay like this. Just make a ball of clay. Next, you will roll this ball into a cylinder. First step is ball of clay. Second step is roll it into a cylinder. First step is ball of clay. Second step is cylinder. The shape of the cylinder is like a potato roll. Okay? Shape of cylinder is like a potato roll. Right? Now what you have to do, it's very simple, but just understand this part. It's a potato roll, it's a cylinder. Now what you have to do, just lift it from this side. Just lift it from this side like this. This is a potato roll, a cylinder. Just lift it from one side like this. No finishing required. Just lift it. Like this. Step 1, ball. Then turn the ball into a cylinder. Then lift the cylinder from one side. Okay? Now, step 4. Till now, I hope it's clear. Now, step 4. This is the shape all of you have. This is the shape all of you have. Now, what you will do, this part, this end, from here you have lifted, this end, you will be making a tail. You will be making it pointed like this. You will be making it pointed like this. Okay? You will be making this part pointed like this. Let me draw it. This part, you will make it pointed. Isko, this portion you have to make it pointed. It has started looking like a bird. Already started looking like a bird. Showing it to you once again. Take some clay, make a ball. Take some clay, make a ball, make a cylinder. Now one part of the cylinder, lift it like this. One side of the cylinder, lift it like this. Other side of the cylinder, just make it pointed. Other part of the cylinder, make it pointed. Other part of the cylinder, make it pointed. This becomes the tail. Acha, one thing, don't take this up. It will become a duck. The difference between a duck and a bird is the tail of the bird goes down. Tail of the bird goes down. Okay? Now, the head part. Now, what you have to do, you have to make a beak in the head part. One part you have made it pointed, the other part you have to pinch a beak. How to do that? How to do that? Just pinch a beak like this. Just pinch a beak like this. Children, it will take time, but this way you can easily learn to make a bird. Showing it to you again. For this, you can take little stiff clay so that clay doesn't collapse. First part, making a ball. Second part, making a cylinder. Making a cylinder. Okay. Third part, lifting up one part of the cylinder. Lifting up one part of the cylinder. Making a ball, making a cylinder, lifting one part of the cylinder. Lift karke, keep it in your palm like this. Now, the lifted portion becomes the head. The lifted portion becomes the head and the other portion becomes the tail. How does it become the tail? Make it pointed like this. Make it pointed like this. I'm trying to show you from all the angles. Top angle. Make it pointed like this. Now, the head needs a beak. A bird has a beak. Yes? So we will pinch out. Pinch. What does pinch means? We will pinch out a beak from the head like this. Clay is soft. It takes 2-3 minutes to stand. But make sure that one side of the bird is pointed and the other side of the bird is like this, rounded. Pinch a beak, pinch a beak, and your one bird is ready, ready to sit. And how do you make it sit? Put some oil. Put some oil wherever you want to make it sit. Why I am making the bird sit? Because after setting it, I will make the feather or the tail go down so that it doesn't look like a duck. Let me show you the picture again. Now, after making the bird, we have to make its feathers and we have to make its feathers and we have to make its eyes. 2 eyes and some lines for the feather. So eyes can be made simply with a pen or and feathers can be made using anything, and you can use a scale, you can use a knife for making impressions for feathers. You know, when the clay is soft, the bird starts. Yeah, now it's fine. The tail should go down, then only it will look like a bird. The tail should go down. I'm repeating again and again, the tail should go down, otherwise it will look like a duck. So here is a mama bird. We will make 1 or 2 more birds. You can make 1 mama bird and 1 baby bird. You can make 1 mama bird, 1 papa bird, 1 baby bird, or you can make 1 mama bird and 2 baby birds. See, it's simple. It's simple. Just the tail should go down like this. Now, in the picture, you will observe that the baby birds are just half visible. Yes, baby birds are not fully visible. So they are even easy to make because baby birds are still coming out. They are still hatching. So they are covered with the grass so that they don't feel cool. So they are all coming out from the grass. So making a baby bird is even simple. How to make baby bird? Take some clay, make a ball, take some clay, make a ball, make a cylinder, and just do the same thing as you did earlier. Make a ball, make a cylinder, and just lift up one part. Till here, you don't have to make the tail. Just don't make the tail. Make a ball, make a cylinder, lift up one end of the cylinder and pinch a beak out of it. Pinch a beak out of it. No need to make the tail now, because the tail we will be hiding inside the straws or the grass. And putting one baby bird. The baby bird is looking towards mama bird. Again showing you one baby bird. Take a ball. Take a ball of clay, a small ball of clay. Make a cylinder. Lift up one part of the cylinder. No need to make the tail. Just lift one part of the cylinder and pinch and pinch and pinch a beak from it. Place this baby bird anywhere. Place this baby bird anywhere. No need to make its tail, because we will be covering the tail part with one or two snakes. Don't forget to make eyes. Yes, in the picture I have shown that baby birds are covered with some straws. So that they are half visible and half hidden. I made one mama, one papa bird, one mama bird, and two baby birds. It can be anything. It can be anything. You can even cover mama bird and papa bird with some straws, because straw can always fly and set anywhere. You can even cover some portion of mama bird and papa bird. This is up to you, children. Free feel to explore. What I teach you here is how to make and what to make. But you can always add your own creativity and give it your own dimension. Okay, children? Don't compare your work with mine. What is important is how to make a bowl. What is important is what points you need to remember while making snakes of clay. What is important is how to make a bird. But how many birds you are making? The bird is fat or thin, the bird is big or small, that's up to you. A bird can have an open beak or a closed beak. A bird can have so many feathers. A bird can be plain. So children, it's totally up to you. This creativity I always leave on to you. Here what we are learning is how to make that thing. Then ultimately your version may come up with your own creativity and your own identity. Okay, children? Showing you the work again. Yes, the bird in the picture is sitting above the nest. So you can make the bird sit above the nest, or you can make the bird sit inside the nest. That's up to you. So here is Here is our bird's nest. One thing I would like to tell you here, when I'm saying it should not look like a duck. What is the difference between a duck and a bird? The difference between a bird and a duck is a duck's tail goes upward like this and a bird's tail goes downward like this. So you have to make a bird's tail which is going downward like this. It should not go up like this. Okay? I hope I'm clear with this drawing because I was continuously, repeatedly telling you don't make a duck because a duck in a nest won't make any sense. So in this picture also you must be saying that the bird's tail is going downward. Yes? So today's exercise was a mixture of pinch pot, then making coils for making the nest, and then adding a bird sculpture on top of it. You can make as many birds as you want. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Yes, all the pasting work has to be done with the help of oil like always. Yes, children. So today's session was a mix of three things. One is a pinch pot, which you use for making the bird's nest. The second technique was making coils, making snakes of clay, which you use for making the grass or the straws inside the pinch bowl. And then the third activity was making birds. Yes, I know making bird is not very simple, but it's not difficult. You can sit and try making several birds of your own kind. Yes, even if your bird is not similar to mine, that's okay. That's okay. What we are understanding here is how to grasp the technique. Make a ball, make a cylinder, lift up one side of the cylinder, pinch a beak. A bird has a beak, so making a beak is very important. Don't leave the beak part, otherwise it will look something else. So what is important is making a beak, making two eyes, and making a tail which is pointing downward. These three things you have to grasp when you are making a bird. Now, after making your bird's nest, you can bake it in your kitchen oven on your microwave. Like always, the baking instructions are same. Here you have to remember that you have to paste the snakes and paste the bird nicely. Yes? And if at all, children, anything comes off, if at all by chance anything comes off after baking, no problem at all. You can paste it using Fevicol or any adhesive after you are done with the baking part as well. Okay? So don't worry at all about anything coming out. If anything comes off, if the bird by chance comes out from the nest after baking, you can use an adhesive to paste it back. After baking, you can paint it using acrylic colors or oil colors and just place them anywhere. Okay? So baking instructions will be shared with you separately. They are same. If you are comfortable with them, you can simply go ahead and bake, or you can refer with the stepwise baking instructions which will be shared. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Apeksha ma'am is looking forward to meet you soon with another interesting activity of clay modeling and pottery making. Till then, bye-bye. Happy sculpting. Lots of love to all of you.